Looks have changed my life. And I don't say this to be surface level or to be like over exaggerated. Looks have quite literally changed my life. The reason as to why I say this is because about a few years ago, I'd probably say around eighth grade, I started mewing. A lot of people might think like, what the fuck is mewing? Mewing is basically whenever you put your tongue at the roof of your mouth. I've never done anything hard, Max, and I guess you could say that it was pre-puberty, so I did a lot of things that like basically I didn't do too much to put in the work for my looks. A lot of it might be genetic. That's besides the point. But the point of this video is to say that I grew up ugly, pre-puberty, and a lot of actually during puberty, I was just a very ugly duckling. It wasn't until my senior year of high school that I actually started getting a little bit of a glow up. And previous to that, my confidence was shit. I was in the dumps. I didn't really get too much female attention, and to be fair, I've never really cared too much about female attention. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but for the most part, it's kind of wired me in a way that I don't rely on it. But that's besides the point. Basically, to summarize it, whenever I was ugly, I was unconfident, I was anxious, I was stressed, and I just had a very, very, like, not as happy life as I do now. After having a glow up, after having attention from people, it gave me the confidence and it basically gave me the skills that I needed to get myself out in the world and in order for me to talk to people. Right now, the industry that I'm currently in is business. We have a marketing agency and it is doing quite well. It's a pretty decent size. I won't say exact numbers, but around 1 million ARR. And yeah, that's that. I'll leave that as is. We'll probably be 15xing next year, but that's where I'll leave it at. The reason as to why I was able to get into the position as to which I'm in, I'm not saying it that it's solely because of looks. I'm not saying that it's solely because of one thing, because of my jawline. Like, no. But the looks gave me the confidence to take risks. And me taking more risks allowed for me to open more doors in my life and give me more opportunities. And me opening those doors allowed for me to just be able to seize an opportunity and for me to like just really, really hone in on one thing that I saw potential in. And that's what's gotten me to the point as to which I'm in today. And I'm not saying that I am at the top of the world. Far from it. I still have a long ways to go. But I will say this: I am certainly in a top percentile. I don't know the exact percentage. Probably it's pretty high for my age group. I am 19 years old. I am doing pretty decent things. There are other 19-year-olds like Brez, for example, who's making more money than me, and there are other 19-year-olds who are just crushing it. Like my props goes out to them. But at the end of the day, if you do want to succeed in life, there's one thing and one thing that matters only: your ability and your confidence in yourself to be able to actually seize those goals and those dreams and those ambitions and setting that expectation for yourself. And you cannot set that expectation within yourself if you do not have that confidence. And I personally have tied that confidence to looks to a degree. Not all of my confidence lies on looks, but a fat chunk of it does help and I is supported by looks. It's a pretty big pillar. I will not lie. Another one is the way that I dress, the way that I present myself. I get a lot more attention from girls now, and I don't have a girlfriend. For anybody, I just don't. I don't really give myself the time for that right now. Might be cope, might not be cope. That's besides the point. The point being is I am way more confident now. I take more risks. I am more open to networking and I am more open to socializing, and that allows for me to be able to open doors and for me to take more risks, which allow for me to fail quicker and allows for me to get quicker feedback loops. And having quicker feedback loops and having more iterations allow for you to learn quicker, and therefore it allows for you to become successful at a much faster rate. So if you had to reverse engineer and you had to simplify it all to a very, very, I guess you could say, logical process, looks equal confidence. Confidence equals your ability to just take more risks and your ability to do different things. You can do multiple different things with that confidence. You can go up to more chicks. You can take risks in business. You can take risks while like driving fast and doing stupid things. You can go to the gym. There's multiple different things, and what you do is up to you. That's the beauty of being a human. You have free will. But I chose a path of taking risks in business. And taking risks in business allowed for me to make more money due to the fact that I just learned at a much, much faster rate than anybody else did. Due to the fact that I was able to fail more. Due to the fact that I had confidence. Due to the fact that a lot of my confidence came from my looks. So, for those of you who say looks don't matter, I think that's a valid opinion. To you, looks might not matter. And if your confidence is extremely high and like looks simply do not matter to you, my hat goes out to you. That's perfectly fine. If you're successful in whatever industry of life you're in, and looks don't matter to you, that's perfect. But to me, and the area of life that I'm currently in, I have seen tons and tons of fruits of my I've seen tons and tons of success because of my looks to a degree. Is it the only reason? No. I blame multiple different things, multiple different factors as to why I'm at a pretty decent rate in my life right now. But looks is definitely a part of it. Klav is another big example. Marlon as well. All these other guys that you've heard of, they have grown to a degree. They are so well known in the industry because of their looks. They're known for their looks. That has opened doors for them. So I do think looks can be extremely helpful, and they can quite literally change the trajectory of your life if you are open enough to like if an opportunity opens up to you and you actually seize that opportunity, which is exactly as to where like there's a certain level of knowledge and having a foundation of like an understanding and having a certain IQ, maybe not IQ, but being smart, not being a fucking retard, and that basically just means if an opportunity is presented to you, what's your ability to actually seize it and to make something from it? Because that's exactly as the way I guess you could say quote unquote luck is. Luck is an opportunity that is presented to you, and I besides I guess maybe winning the lottery, but even then, like you put yourself in a lucky position. Actually, I'm going way too off topic here. Start looks maxing, start bone smashing. No, maybe not that, but definitely start taking care of your looks, and you'll become more confident.